Welcome back, Resource Gang, to another episode of Sitting at the Table with the Bishop guys. And today at the table, I have my brother, my accountability partner, somebody that I can call. It don't matter what time of the day, what time of the night, and we can just run game. And I'm telling y'all, it is super important to have somebody on your team that you can sit down and just run game with all day. And it keep your skills sharp, iron sharp and iron. So let's get into it.
Artie, can I talk to you?
Let's do it.
All right, Resource Gang. I am here today, guys, with my brother, man, Dog the Writer. I got my guy here, man. We've been talking about getting together, doing this podcast for a minute. So we have finally got here. How you feeling, my boy?
Man, I woke up this morning, blood pressure high as a motherfucking kite. Well, I don't know if we can curse, my bad. But besides that, I'm Gucci, baby.
That's cool, man. That's cool, man. I kind of want to, before we really get into this, because I kind of want people to understand the dynamic of our friendship and how we met years ago.
Right.
How we didn't even want to meet each other, but now, you know what I'm saying? We talk day in and day out. Let's give a little background on where you from.
I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, born and raised. Traveled the world a lot. Ended up in Texas, pretty much.
Yeah. What side of the NO you from, though? I know it's sectioned off by wars and roads and all that kind of stuff, man.
Oh, yeah, I'm from the West Bank.
Oh,
West Bank,
yeah.
The cutoff, 1.5, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
I got a couple homies over there, man. And you know what? Everybody that I meet from the NO, bro, a lot of them come from over there. It's probably been only like a couple that I met that said they was from Uptown. You know what I'm saying?
Uptown, shout out Uptown.
Man, I don't know the difference between Uptown, downtown, hell around town. Shit, I don't know the difference, man.
Uptown, downtown, we all the same.
I got you.
You met one, you met us all. Pretty much, shit. Yeah.
So let's talk about the dynamic of our friendship, man, on how we met, bro.
Man, so from what I remember, in the beginning, I didn't want to meet you.
Much obliged.
Right? I ain't gonna tell you no lie. So I was kicking it with my girl, and Sadie's came over, and she just kept saying, "I want you to meet Gerald this and Gerald that and Bishop this." And I was like, I see, but I kept blowing her off.
Yeah,
kept blowing her off, and then you hear some shit so many times. You're like, man, who the fuck is? Okay, I don't want to curse, but man, who is this dude at this point?
Yeah.
So we go out and we kicking it, and you was a cool, solid dude, man. So we started pretty much rocking after that. But I know the first initial hits, because women always want to do that man date thing, try to plug you in. So that's how it kind of went on my end. But how it played out on your side?
Man, it was the same, man. So, my wife that, at the current time was my girlfriend. She was like, I guess it's one of them things where anytime you meet somebody, if you good, they want you to meet the family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the best friends kind of come first, because that's who you meet first. You meet the best friend first. So my wife, which is his wife's best friend, I think I met your wife first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they was like, oh, well, you got to meet Travis. You got to meet Travis. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like, I ain't tripping on meeting him. But I think it was one of them situations where it's like every time me and my wife would get together and we'll be talking and she'll be like, you still ain't met Travis yet. I'm like, man, who the hell is this Travis dude, bro? Like,
I know.
And the funny thing was, I met your wife probably more times than I met you in the beginning. So I'm like, man, who the hell is this Travis dude? Like, is he the one that seals the deal? Is this the one that gives the yes or the no? Yeah. So at this point, and like you said, you didn't want to meet me, but I didn't care too much to meet you.
Hey, great minds think alike.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just like, at this point, I'm like, you know what? I get to it when I get to it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I get to him just as well as I got to get to everybody else at this point. And I think it was at your in-laws' house, man, when we first had our first initial conversation.
You know, I don't remember that.
Yeah, man, it was at your in-law house, bro. We had the first initial conversation, and we was running it up, and we began to talk about like stocks and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, you know,
oh yeah,
we can have any conversation that you want to have, and then after that, we end up. I think what we really sealed the deal was when we went downtown that night. And Buddy hit your arm and knocked that cup out your hand. And whooping the Tamanua. Oh yeah, whooping the Tamanua. And here's the thing, guys, we didn't even know each other like that. Like I didn't know him well enough to be ready to fight by his side.
Man,
but
I look back, my boy was right here, ready. Like, okay, you one of them.
Yeah, like but that. Where I'm from, right? Where I'm from, my folks always told us, whoever you come with, that's who you leave with. You know what I'm saying? And if we came together, we leaving together. Whether we leaving going to jail or we leaving coming home, we coming back together.
Out together.
And I think that was the beginning of a dynamic duo. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
shout out to our wives for making us meet each other, even though we didn't want to meet each other. And now it's one of them things. I think they was best friends first, but I think me and him talk to each other way more than they talk to each other.
Way more. I'm damn near every day or every other day.
Yeah, we run it up and chopping it up. And I'm gonna say this, you know, and I ain't saying this because he's sitting in front of me. Y'all already know how I get down on my channel. I'm gonna speak the truth regardless of what. But I can tell you this, Dog have definitely been a solid friend. I mean, a solid friend to the point where I say this, he's probably one of the reasons why I'm married to who I'm married to this day. Because it was times where he'll tell you, and a lot of my friends know, like, when I make something up in my mind, like it's made up. It ain't no unmaking. It ain't none of that. It's been so many times that he didn't talk me off the ledge, and it gave me a different perspective on how things go. And you know, everybody don't think the way I think, and everybody don't respond the same way I respond. So I always take my hat off to him for that, because you know, a true friend, man, he gonna get at you regardless if you right or wrong.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So iron sharpen iron, and I've been able to, you know, throughout the years of knowing him, I've been able to bounce a lot of crazy ideas off of him. I've been able to come to him and tell him how I feel, and if it makes sense, he'll tell me it makes sense. But if it don't make sense, he'll be the first one to tell me that don't make sense. You what are you thinking? You know what I'm saying? So it's and I say this, it's always good to have people in your corner. You know, you have a circle. I ain't saying you got to have a big circle or a wide circle, but you just need to have a solid circle of friends that's gonna let you know the real. So, man, I really appreciate that, bro. Because I mean, you don't know how many times you done helped me out throughout these last couple of years that we've been knowing each other. So that would keep me, you know what I'm saying? It keep me sharp, it keep me going. Because I know if I bounce something off you, if it don't make sense, then I got to go back to the lab and figure it out. So I just want to tell you that on camera, man, in front of all the viewers, that, bro, I really, really do appreciate you, man, because you solid, man.
Respect, brother. You respect. Solid.
Even though sometimes we get old man Travis, but
I'm good for old man Travis.
Yeah, you solid, man. And also, y'all, he's also an ex-driver for Pam Transport. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I feel about Pam. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, I got nothing bad to say about Pam. When I was there, man, it was a real, real good company. I mean, shit, they damn near changed my life. For real.
Man, you know what? I'm glad you said that, because I do want to, because, you know, in the topic of discussion today, you know, we talking about, you know, decisions, we talking about challenges, and we talking about, you know, how you can balance your life, not just as being a truck driver, but being a regular person who got a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk a little bit about Pam Transport and your time at Pam Transport.
Man.
Outside of the fact, let me put this out there before he go. Outside of the fact that I almost had to put him in a chokehold to make him come to Pam.
I know, hey, that was rough, man. That was rough,
To
dog.
make him come to Pam, man. Let's
But
talk about it, bro.
This goes back to why you need real people in your corner, real friends. At the time, I was just having a baby. My girl was just pregnant with my badass little baby boy. And
My boy Bubba.
I was working at this trucking company, man. They wasn't paying nothing, but I knew I needed to upgrade my lifestyle. And Bishop, he know me. He know how I rock. He know how I am. So he knew he couldn't just come straight up and be like, "Hey, you need to quit that and go here." So what he did was he pretty much dropped little goddamn jewels every other week. Like, hey, they paying this over here at Pam. And he'll just say it and then change the subject. Hey, they just got a new route that just came up. It's available now. And then he'll change the subject. So after about a month of that, I'm like, hey, man, tell me more about this Pam thing. And I shook the dice. He walked me straight through the front door. And everything he said was that. And that's much respect on that, man, because shit, I went from in a 2-bedroom apartment to big stupid ass house. I don't know how to sugarcoat it. I came up, baby. I came up, man. So,
no, that's facts, man.
But shout out to my brother, man. He put me on game.
So you said that was a life-changing experience for you, man.
100%. I can tell y'all, and this for these people that won't go to Pam, I tell y'all, bro, my first check was so goddamn big. I remember I called him and said, "Hey, bro, I think they fucked up." I said, "Yo, all this, man?" He said, "Yeah, that's all yours. All it is." Man, so yeah, bro, that was check number one, man. It only got better from there. So.
And then you came in a time, bro, was COVID just getting over? We were just getting over COVID, right?
Yeah. You coming off the COVID side.
Yeah, you came at a time, man, where diesel was high, and you did come at a good time though. You really did come at a good time, and it was funny because when you called me and you was like, "Hey, G, is this real?" I'm like, "What?" He was like, "Man, this check, man." He like, "This check big as hell. Like, is this mine? Like, they didn't mess up on that." I'm like, "Nah, bro, that's yours."
Like, y'all had to see it,
bro. No, they had to hear it. The amount of excitement that you had in your voice, dog, was crazy.
Because I've been working for a long time. I never got one check that was that big before. I was like, "What the man? They messed up. I know they messed this up,
man."
I spent it before they could take it back, though. Dang.
They ain't take it back. They gave you another one.
Yeah, they gave me another one. A week later, I said, "They better stop playing, bro."
Yeah,
but that was life, man. And you put me on game to that. You put me on game, dog. And I was hard headed. I ain't want to hit.
He didn't,
because,
y'all.
When you got to change your life around, it's kind of hard to do it off anybody's word. Definitely when you got a family.
How, what was going through your mind when I was telling you about, man, come to Pam? Because this is what I do understand. I do know as a man, right? You, as a man, you being looked at for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, the decisions that got to be made, running the household, making sure the kids are good, the family's good. So how hard was that decision for you in the beginning? Because I know I'm telling you, and I'm dropping little seeds on you. Like, how hard was the decision to make? You know what I'm saying? Just sitting there thinking about it.
It was extremely difficult at the time because, I was already getting backed up in bills. I had a new baby on the way. So it was like, if this doesn't work, I done sunk the family. You know what I'm saying? So it had to work. Because if it didn't, shit, it was back to New Orleans for me. I broke. You can bend as a man, but you don't break. So it was like a big leap of faith. And I count myself as a risk taker, but that hands down was probably one of my biggest risks. I jumped off the ledge and fell into a sea of gold. So it worked out.
Hey, you know what though, man? Because for me, you know what I'm saying, I know that helping somebody making a life-changing decision that's going to affect their family, it's a lot of pressure on me too, because it's so much that I know that need to go right. And not saying that it wouldn't go right, but we all know like the challenges that you face is when you making a transition especially when you got that type of pressure on you, where you all right, this like you said, this has to work.
Yeah.
Like I don't have no room for error. I can't miss. When I lay it up, it got to go straight to the hoop.
Fact.
And then I didn't want it to be like, well, dang, G, you told me to come over here, and it was one of them situations. You know what I'm saying? But that was on my, that would have been on my conscience though.
Yeah.
Like for me, I make sure like if I'm gonna walk you in the door, I'm gonna walk you all the way in the door, all the way through to make sure that all right, you on the truck, you making money, you get your first check, you call me back and say, dang man, I'm glad you did that. Right. 3, 4, 6 months down the line, you saying like, hey bro, it's still, you know what I'm saying, it's still going good. But I knew with your situation and the way I had them prepared to help me get you in the door, I said it's gonna be a cakewalk.
Yeah, it was a cakewalk. It was sweet, man. Even my my first load went from damn Laredo to Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
So out the gate, they threw me a bag of money. And then, in the beginning, you don't get that truck note.
Yeah.
None of that coming out. So they threw me a bag right out the gate. And it's nothing like paying off all your bills in one check.
Man.
And there's still some bread left over. Man, my wife and kids couldn't tell me nothing. But I walked through that house like King Tut, you heard me?
You get what you want. You get what you want. You get what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Money.
What we eating tonight, baby? Steak and lobster. Bring out me a side of caviar.
Take a slice, throw the rest away. I was balling. I was wilding out. I knew I got out of control when I bought that cowboy hat. And I said, I'm out of control now.
Yeah, man. My boy pulled up on the man with the cowboy hat on. My boy had his shirt on, grease all up, looking like Tyrese. I was waiting on him to hear the note.
Hey, anybody know how it go? When you get that first check and you got some extra money, man, you about to blow that.
Hey, especially about to blow that. Man, not just that, but you know that money coming every week. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't miss.
And you done paid all your bills. Man, you can't tell you can't tell you shit straight, man.
Couldn't tell me a thing, man.
Yeah.
That was a cool point in time, man. That was real cool. It was actually life changing at that time, man. It taught me a bunch of things. It taught me how to be humble, actually. I didn't have that skill. I just didn't have it, man. You get a bunch of money in your pocket, man. You really start thinking you damn that guy. Like you start just doing things to be doing it and talking to people a little weird. And I was getting off the rails. So going. Tap that hand. Hey, come on back to reality. You wasn't raised like that.
Yeah. Man, how you feel about the trucking industry right now, bro?
Man, I always say, bro, good, bad, indifferent or not, man. I got diesel in my vein.
Yeah.
I'm diesel, man. So the trucking business I always got love for it.
Yeah.
I think the state of it now, as far as the owner ops, I don't know, they might be struggling a little bit. But the company size, they're pretty decent. It should be decent work, depending on companies.
Depending on what company you go with.
Mm-hmm.
What would probably be your top 5 companies? If you can say you got a top 5 companies, bro.
Damn, that's tough. A top 5 company?
Top 5.
Ooh, Lord. We talking this underground, like mom and pops too?
Everybody included? Mom and pop, bro.
Okay. Damn, this is on a spot question here, boy. I go Pam number 1.
Okay. Like they said, top 5 Rushmore.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying?
So do the order matter or just name 5?
I mean,
do it in order.
Just name 5, bro. What would be your top 5?
Okay. I go Pam, this off the pay is just extremely well. I will go T&I. Number 2 off of the limited home time. Get home what you want. When you want, stay as long as you want. 3, I will go that's just tough. Maybe Food Liner. Food Liner. That's a good local company. Like you want to just go local. And that's about where I'm at. I don't have
T&I, Food Liner. Come on, man. I know you got 2 more.
Man, I don't want to steer no, because I know we're recording. I don't want to steer no rookies in the wrong direction.
I mean, every man got to make his own decision. Don't get this twisted either, guys. We've been in the game for a long time. I've been in the game over 11 years. I think my bro been over about 10. So, this ain't, I mean, And I'll say this too. No matter what company you go to, every company got a money bowl. You just got to figure out where it's at.
Find your lane.
So, come on, man. What's the other two, bro? You got two more.
All right. Back since I got a pick, man. I never worked for this company, but I hear a lot that they on the come up actually. And I used to always hear bad stuff about this company. But Stevens Transport, they sound, from what I've been hearing lately, is they on the come up. And I will put them on. I put this company right here on the list, only because they gave me my start to the game.
I know you're going with this one, bro.
Because they gave me my start to the game. I'm gonna throw Prime in there. Prime me. Prime me. And I don't want this one online, but yeah. Yeah.
Man, I would say, of course, I'm gonna go Pam Transport #1. You know what I'm saying? Just because they put me in a great situation I've ever been in my life. #2, I'll probably go with Stevens Transport. The reason why I'm gonna go with Stevens Transport because, like you said, I started with them, and they pretty much was a cool company, man. Because I was on a nice dedicated route that I ran, nice truck, so really didn't have no issues. That part, my problem with them was. And I talked to a fellow driver here that just started with Pam, that they still trying to do that sleep apnea crap, man. Like,
oh yeah, bro, come on.
That's the reason why I quit.
That's annoying. That sleep apnea.
So they don't give you a proper sleep study, man, and then they send you to. They got their own doctor in house, and if you got any kind of size on you, they automatically declaring that you got sleep apnea. And then they force you to buy their machine. So it's all a money heist to me.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for that, I would definitely say, and Stevens Transport got a solid training program too.
Yeah, man. I've been hearing a lot of good over there lately.
They got a solid training program. But I just think, when it comes down to like the training program that Pam have, they get the drivers ready to get on the truck. Yeah. That's totally different. Because over there, they teach you how to do a 45. You know what I'm saying? So you coming on my truck knowing how to do a 45-degree angle, back up. So I would go with them. I would go with Pam, Stevens, First Fleet. First Fleet was a really good company. I worked with them for a good little while before I came to Pam. That was who I was working with.
They're not local, right? They regional or local?
Oh, they got regional stuff. They got local stuff in San Antonio, and they also got over the road stuff.
Oh, okay.
But First Fleet was solid though. Yeah. I gotta say they were solid, man. They gave a guarantee at the time back in 2017, 16, 17. They was giving out $1,000 guarantee. That ain't a whole bunch of money now. But we talking almost 10 years ago, 9 years ago.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. If you're a rookie and you got a guarantee on the table, that's a good deal. It's a great deal. Definitely, if you just get into the game, it's a great deal.
I agree with that, but I wasn't no rookie.
I
was an experienced driver. And here's the thing too, at that time, that was a good deal for me. It was a good deal for me at that time back in 2017 because I had just got out the road. Well, I had got out the road with Pam, not Pam, Stevens Transport in 2015, going into 16, and then I had got with this company called Evergreen out of Alabama. And Evergreen was a solid company too. You know what I'm saying? But the problems of the war, they just couldn't hold on to the contracts they had. You know what I'm saying? But I had just got out the road with them, and then First Fleet gave me a shot, man. And shout out to my guy Wallace, man, because he was the one that actually talked to me and walked me in the door, in the First Fleet, like literally walked me in the door, gave me the information I needed to get there, because they was hauling for HEB.
That's a good deal,
man. It was a beautiful deal. You know what I'm saying? Because I was going home every night, damn near every night, except for I probably stayed out 2 nights out the week, 5 days a week. You know what I'm saying? So I would come in on extra day and make $1,200 a week.
I love local gigs, man. If you can get local, I love local. Local gonna work. They're gonna work you.
But I would say, all right, Stevens Transport, First Fleet. My next two, let's see.
Yeah, where you see where it get tough at right here. Yeah, that's why I got stuck. Yeah, for that pressure here.
But you know what? I would probably go with Snyder too, though. I'll put Snyder up there.
Snyder.
The reason why I
forgot about the orange.
The reason why I say Snyder, because I think Snyder has a lot of options. They have a lot of options. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And me personally, I like companies where I have options. You know what I'm saying? Even though Pam is just strictly drive-in, but you got dedicated, so that cross it. That means more to me than anything.
Pam pays great.
That too.
What the hell they doing over there?
That too.
They got that money on.
Schneider have options, and I like to be able to have options. You know what I'm saying? If it's possible. So
it's very possible.
I would say them, and I would also say Evergreen.
You say Evergreen?
No, I didn't say Evergreen.
I said Pam.
I said Pam, Stevens, First Fleet, Snyder, and now I'm saying Evergreen. I said I worked for Evergreen before I came up. But I say this is why I say Evergreen, right? Because Evergreen is a company that back at home and from Alabama, but they was running dry bulk. Dry bulk, like sand haulers.
Dry bulk.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you said dry book.
Yeah, same thing, same thing. You know.
Boy, Alabama accent keep popping up. All right.
But I like them simple fact that I made a lot of money with them. I made more money with them than I did with First Fleet. And I was home every day.
They're a mom and pop company?
No.
Oh, really?
They a medium company.
Medium?
Yeah. But they basically out of Alabama.
Okay.
But they end up breaking through in Texas, and we was hauling line. After they put the road in, like LCR put the road in, something like that, we'll come in and bring the lime in so they can, soak up all the moisture out the ground and stuff like that. But man, that was a sweet, sweet gig, bro.
Got it. Yeah.
So we only took a load, like we'll run out to Beaumont, we'll run out to like Houston, or we'll run up to the power plant, and you only took one load. And then you came back empty, and that was it for the day.
Straight turnaround.
Man,
gotta love it.
Crazy, bro.
You're not sitting, you making money.
Crazy. But the only drawback I had with that is you were targeted DOT.
Them scales didn't show you no love.
Anything that got something to do with road work, local gig, you a target.
Yeah.
Especially if you hauling a dump truck, dump trailer, belly dump, end dump, pneumatic tank. You are a target because they gonna always try to find something wrong.
That's a fact. When I was driving belly dump for El Ciara, but I never talked to so many DOT officers in my life. It seemed like them at least once a week, I'm on the side of the road chopping up with them. Yeah, they definitely target those trucks. So you definitely, if you drive belly dump or end dump, you gotta definitely do a pre-trip. Make sure you pre-trip and you on point, because any day could be your day.
Yeah.
Any day.
Man, I got some crazy stories. I got some crazy stories when I was working for, I never had no problem when I worked for LCR. Oh yeah, we worked together twice. Well, we didn't work together, we worked for the same company twice.
And didn't know.
Yeah. So, I got, man, I played the DOT so hard, bro.
Yeah.
Like, when I say I played them hard, man, so I was coming out of, I was coming out of Beaumont. Right, and this is one reason why I never go down 90. So coming out of Houston area, you can take 90 and it'll bring you so far up back to San Antonio.
Yeah.
So man, this particular day, man, I was like, man, I'm gonna jump on 90, man. Bro, I jumped on 90. It was two DOT officers sitting out to the side, pulled me and a dump truck over.
Damn.
Made both of us, you know what I'm saying, get on the underpass so they can do an inspection, bro. Now at the time, I was running logbook.
You was on paper log?
Yeah. I had done a logbook in 3 months.
Boy.
I was out here willy-nilly, bro.
Oh, Lord. Yeah,
I was out here willy-nilly, not giving a damn. I was living life on the edge, baby.
I was on Bishop.
Y'all don't do this. Well, you can't run paper law like that no more. But
please don't do that.
Man, so at this point, dog, I'm scared shitless, bro. I'm talking about, man, because I know if he asked me for this logbook,
man, it's going down like
it's going down like a well in the
You got to explain it and do a little shit.
Bro.
Got to explain it and do.
Man, so he pulled up, he got up on the truck, man. He said, hey, let me get your registration book, driver license, and your manifest. I couldn't even find my dang on registration book, man. So I done called the company and said, hey, you know what a registration book is? And the dude that's over the shop being funny, I'm like, well, that's a part of your preacher. Nigga, I don't give a damn.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I need to know what it's
But
book
it
is.
is.
You know what I'm saying? Man, I ain't
technically
I didn't give a
is.
damn about that. All I know is I need to know what his registration was.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. But it binder, baby.
So, man, I finally found it. Gave him the manifest. He said, "What about your logbook?" So, you know me, I'm always quick on my feet. Like I said, I live, breathe trucking. So I know you can drive 100 miles within 100-mile air radius. You don't have to run a logbook. You have to run a timesheet.
I don't know nothing about that one.
Yeah, but I do. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You just studied the laws?
Man, oh yeah, bro. You got to be ready to get out. You got to be ready to get dirty when it's time to get dirty. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Man, look. He said, "Where your logbook at?" I said, "Man, I ain't got no logbook. I'm on the 100-mile air radius." At that point, I messed him up. He said, "Yeah." He said, all right, well, give me a minute because I'll be right back."
Right.
So I'm on the phone with my brother Joe, and I'm telling him, I'm like, "Man, I think I'm fucked up, man. I said, Joe, they finna get me, man." He said, "Man, what you talking about?" I said, "Man, they finna get me, bro." I said, "Man, I ain't get a logbook in 3 months." He looked at that phone and said,
"Bro, that's
3 months?
Wow."
So what the fuck is you doing? I'm out here driving, baby. I'm talking about I got knots in my stomach, anxiety on an all-time high, bro. So he come back to the truck, man. He said, as he went to the passenger side at this point, he said, so, man, I'm gonna do an inspection on your truck. Okay, cool. Did the inspection, whoop the whoop, got through there. He said, he got it, climbed up there, looked and seen I had the engine light on, the ABS light was flickering. He said, "I ain't gonna give you no ticket for that. I'm gonna just write you a warning here. You could have went on and gave me a ticket." So he said, so man, you ain't, he said, "Where you coming from?" I said, "Man, I'm coming from that pilot down here off 10.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100 miles.
Yeah. So I'm not saying a specific pilot because if I tell him a specific pilot, he can look that up right there and look at where I just come from on that manifest.
You have to be smarter than what you're dealing with.
All the time, bro. Hey. So he talking to me on the side of the door. He said, "So you ain't got no logbook?" I said, "No, I ain't got no logbook." He said, "What about a timesheet?" I said, "Man, I said, man, all I do is relays. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All I do is relay." I said, "Man, the driver bring it to the truck stop. I get him the empty trailer. He give me the fully loaded trailer. I go dump it and I bring it back." So he tried to be slick. Now he He said, "Well, so you telling me you don't go to Louisiana, you don't go to Corpus Christi, you don't go down there to Port au Prince?" I said, "No. All I do is go from the pilot and deliver the load."
That's it.
So now this way he almost got me at. He said, so he looking at my driver license. He said, "Universal City." Because at the time, that's why I was living there.
Yeah, what you say?
"Man, where is it?" I said, "Man, that's in San Antonio." He said, "So you live in San Antonio?" I said, "Yeah, I go back on the weekend." "Do you drive the truck up there?" No. I get it. He tried. Because if I would have said yes, then I have to have a log for that.
Yeah, how you get from there to here?
Yeah, man. So I was like, "Nah, man, I just because it shook me at first when he said that. I had to, because at this point the tension that kind of came down because he opened the door. But and I don't want to leave this part out either. So when he opened the door, right? He opened the door. It was 3 logbooks in the door, but they weren't mine.
Oh.
He got them logbooks so fast. He said, "This look like a logbook." I said, "Yeah, but this ain't mine here. This ain't even my truck." I was lying. That was my truck. But it just went my logbook. Right. He looked at the logbook. He said, "This is a logbook." He got to flipping the page. He said, "Who is such and such?" I said, That ain't me. My name's Gerald."
Right. Look at my ID. Look at my ID.
So when he did that, he said, "So what, Universal City? Where is it?" I said, "Man, it's in San Antonio." Right. "How you get to San Antonio?" I said, "Well, I just drive back up there in my personal car."
Right.
So after he said all that, man, he went back to the truck, to his police truck. And at this point, I glance and look at my windshield.
Yeah.
Guess what was in the windshield?
Don't tell me a logbook.
My logbook.
Come on, man.
I grabbed my binder, right? I grabbed my black binder. I still got this binder today. That's good luck.
You're right.
I put that move right in the windshield.
Right.
Over the logbook.
I took that there. I tossed that bitch to the back. That dude would have been in the
Man,
boat.
look, here's the thing, bro. I just put it over there. Evidently, he was not paying attention. He wasn't paying attention, and I wasn't either.
Right.
But when some said look up in the dash, I looked in the dash. I said, "Oh shit, this is my logbook."
He did an inspection on the truck. That means he had to.
You know, you got to look at the windshield wipers, all that.
He had to see the spray come through.
All he was thinking about is he don't have a logbook, and all I was thinking about is I don't know where it's at. I don't need to pop up. But when I saw it, I knew that one was mine. Man, I grabbed that bind and slipped that sucker right over there.
Well, hell nah. Hell nah.
That's how I got away, bro.
Man, you know,
that's how I got away.
If that would have been a female DOT officer, you was caught.
Oh, I've been cooked.
You was caught. If anybody know anything about trucking, if you ever get pulled over by a woman DOT, you're not leaving empty-handed.
Oh yeah,
she gonna find something. She gonna find something.
I would have been cooked.
You'd have been cooked.
Man, he came back.
That's wild. That's a crazy story, bro. But you had to hustle and bustle. You know, it'd have been easier just to do your logs.
It would have been, bro, but I just ain't like doing it, bro. I really did not like doing the logbook, man. It was just too much time, man. Like, you got to draw lines and write where you at and what you doing where you at.
Got to do the math.
That. And then you got to think about it. I'm still new to the game at this point, because this was like, this was like 2015, 16, something like that.
Yeah,
so after I quit Stevens, I went directly to Evergreen. They was paying $80,000 out the gate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hella good.
So you think about it, I'm coming from.
Damn, that's a rookie.
Bro.
That was some good money.
When they said that, and they were like, you go home every day, the truck, one thing the truck was governed at about 60. I didn't give a damn. I just wanted to be at home every day at this point, because I got sick and tired of being gone with Steven. Even though I had a dedicated route with him, which was cool, but I just was fed up with that BS. Yeah. Man, I went straight to LCR, bro. Amazing time. You know what I'm saying? So, but I just didn't want to do the logbook, man. And, you know, I'm coming from doing electronic law. Now you telling me I got to do a logbook?
Man, you know, I jumped out different. When I came out in 2016, it was just getting rid of the logbooks. So my whole rookie season, as I'm learning how to drive trucks, I'm hearing all of the older heads complain about they just getting rid of these goddamn logbooks. I guess they knew how to beat the system.
Oh, yeah. So
you can't beat the system no more. So all I knew was electric logs. So when I finally got the LCR and they threw a logbook in my face, man, that was like looking at geometry. I was like, bro, I don't know how to do none of this.
Yeah, man.
And it took me about really 2 weeks to learn it, to actually do it consistently. But it is annoying because you got to literally draw. And I'm talking about the lines got to be perfect. You got to draw in this. But, you know, it comes with the game. And I love this trucking shit, right? I'm one of them people who fell into it and just so happened to be good at it. Love the game.
You also was a trainer too.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, man. I got some dogs up under my belt. My students will beat your students.
Y'all hear it?
Yeah, my students get your students work.
If any of my students see this video, please, I'm begging you, get in the comment section and leave me a ha ha ha. The dog is talking crazy. Somebody get him a bone.
Hey, my students, hey, I'm gonna make sure
somebody get him a bone, man.
I'm gonna tag my students, hey,
because
we'll run circles around his students.
My question is, dog, what's in that cup?
I've been drinking. I'm on my water.
What's in that cup, bro? Because everybody knows that all my students, anybody I've trained, they can do 3 things, bro. They can drive, they can bag up, and they gonna sleep. Them 3 things for sure. You ain't gonna outbeat them. You might beat them in everything else. Driving, bagging up, and sleeping, you ain't gonna beat them.
How long can they drive? What places can they back up? And if they gonna sleep, let them sleep. They can sleep.
Hey man, you know why they
run circus around that bar?
You know why my students that came up under me sleep so well? The simple fact of the matter is because they did something that was unheard of and unmatched. So my students gonna always get that good night rest. So they came from under the Bishop umbrella. You know what I'm saying? And get what? They still coming from under the Bishop umbrella. And they still cold. Can't nobody touch them. You can't touch them.
You know what I would say? I would say this. As far as the training goes, man, you're a real good trainer. And your patience level, I mean, you got one thing I just couldn't develop. Your level of patience is through the roof. Like my boy, even on my boy off days, he would go out to the yard and do all that back and training shit. Look, we learned on the job. When I was getting paid, we was training and doing that. When it was off time, it's time to go home, the dog was going home. Shout out to my boy, man. He did what an extra mile, man.
Yeah,
Definitely an extra mile.
So, and here's the crazy thing, y'all. I like to be took one of his students one time.
Nah. Who you
I
took?
took one of your students one time, bro. Like my mom used to always tell me, I call no names to bear no blame. You know what I'm saying? I like to took one of his students.
Hey, man, look.
But I'm gonna let him make it though.
I don't know about all that.
Hey, one of them wanted to come out the doghouse and get under the bishop umbrella. One of them almost came to the pulpit. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to come from the doghouse. They come over here and get in the pulpit with the bishop. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Every student I ever had loved me, man. They call me to this day. They call me to this day, man. Matter of fact, they call me for New Year's.
Hey,
all on three-way. We on that thing about 9 deep.
Hey, man, that's all right right there, bro.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I did them right when I had them. I did them right.
I don't know. It was just that one.
Now, who was that one?
Call them names.
Since we talking trucking, man, tell me about a student that you had that was just awful. You gotta say no names or anything. No names, but like, who was that student?
Oh,
you was like, God,
I got one for you, bro. I got one for you, right? So this was at the time I was coming around to the end of my second training period, right? Because it was one time I got kicked off the training program. Now I didn't get kicked off because I wasn't training people right. I probably got one of the highest success rate at Pam Transport for as they student. Yeah. Hey, I got and here's the thing, and there, you know, it ain't no secret, but I got kicked out of the program because of laws. I was doing my laws. I wasn't not doing them right, but I ain't gonna say I wasn't doing them wrong. I just wasn't doing them right sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta learn. Different companies actually require different things. So
with that being said, man, it was a few things that I wasn't doing right. You know what I'm saying? Now, in my whole entire life of driving trucks, I've never had a log infraction with DOT. Even though I done slicked them a couple times or two.
we heard about one.
I should have had one, maybe 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying? But I've never had a ticket for my logbook. But even though I never had a ticket for the logbook, if DOT come into your company and they see that a driver logs are not done wrong or haven't been doing it right, the company can get cited for that. So that was my biggest trouble, man, because some things I just wasn't doing that I should have been doing. But so come around to my second end game of me training, and I had this one dude, man, and this one particular guy, bro, I'm gonna call him Offset Jack. You know what I'm saying? Offset Jack. Woo. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call him Offset Jack, man. So I picked dude up, and black dude, man. I want to say he was from one of the Carolinas. I can't remember exactly which one it was. He was from one of the Carolinas.
It'd be crazy, South Carolina. Shout out South Cat, y'all just like us, New Orleans babies.
So I picked dude up, bro. Like, this ain't no joke, bro. No joke. So I'm picking him up. Anytime I pick up a student, it's always like an interview process. So I'm sitting here driving. I want to get to know you, know where your mind at, where your head at, because I don't want to wake up and you done took me across the Mississippi River.
That's bad business.
Yeah. I always just like to, you know, just try to feel everybody out, see where your head at, making sure that, you know, trucking is something that you can do and you got your undivided attention, bro. But I seriously believe that his elevator didn't go all the way to the top. How he got his CDL, I don't know, bro. So first day,
say what I'm thinking. Go
ahead. First day, man. First day I picked Buddy up, man. So we talking, bro. And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, Buddy could be cool. Like, he all right. The second day, when I noticed something wasn't right. So at the time, I think I'm picking him up, but I'm on my way back home, right? I'm on my way back home. And I want to say, and I think, I don't know, I had got a shower the day before, but I was going home to take the next shower because I was going to be done with the week.
Yeah.
And man, all of a sudden, as I'm driving, I would look over. I see him looking at me like this, and he'll be doing some.
He's staring.
And he'll be.
Oh,
I'm now at this point.
brother.
At this point, I'm thinking like, okay, I'm like, man, I know I don't stink. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, but then again, I said, well, I ain't took a shower. You know what I'm saying? I done kind of skipped my shower day, so I'm like, well, I don't know, but you know what I'm saying.
Still,
but at the moment, and this goes on, bro, for hours. So I'm like, he like
that patience level again.
And he just looking at me, and I'm looking at him like.
The F is all this about.
Yeah. So at this point, my wife didn't call me. She asked me, she said, "How you like your new student?" I said, "I don't know, man. Something seemed a little bit off." I said, "Buddy, keep putting your hand over his nose." So I'm like, I said, "I don't know. I don't stink." I said, "Well, then again, maybe I do. I don't know." You know what I'm saying? Everybody know me. I got to find this cologne. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a pretty clean person. I take a shower. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So man, at this point, we get almost in Texas, bro, and I couldn't take it no more. I couldn't take that shit no more. I said, "Hey man," I said, "You all right?" He looking at me, and he looking at me. I'm looking at him. We looking at each other.
Right.
Yeah, I'm okay. Then I start by looking at the road, but I can see him at my peripheral.
That nigga
still looking at me, and he'll do this.
Yeah, I can't. Nah, I said, okay, you can't
cool.
be weird, right?
All right, cool. I said, okay, cool. So by this time, I get home. Right, I get home on a Thursday. My load picked up on a Friday. Right. So at this point, I'm just like, I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna take a shower, and I'm gonna go get my best cologne and put on. Right. Yeah. So at this point, I know I don't stink. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because my gal asked me, "Damn, who you going out here smelling like that for?" Right. So I know I'm smelling good. Yeah, I know I'm smelling good. But I told her, I said, I need to make sure, you know, I ain't tripping.
Right.
Man, I get back to the truck, bro. He driving at this point. Mm-hmm. And at this point, he's still over there looking at me. Mm-hmm. Talking about, I said, come on, man. Oh, yeah, I got him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, brother.
To me, he could drive, but he wasn't comprehending what was going on. What made me think that maybe Buddy might have got laced. Because these are all giving me signs of somebody that was probably doing drugs early on and got laced. You know what I'm saying? You know, somebody lace up the weed or whatever. That's what it gave me. So
he was geeking.
Bro, as long as he wasn't freaking, but he was geeking.
Y'all be in that boat, you feel that truck shaking.
No, man, no.
That boy that going to town.
Hey, man. So, man, it rocked on, right? So I'm watching dude, man. It was so crazy, man. His last day, he was with me, right? And I don't know what it is about students, man, on their last day, bro. They last day, they get so enough weird, bro.
You know, there's a lot of truth to that.
There's
a lot of truth to that.
But this right here got a whole nother level weird, bro.
Okay.
Our last round up, we headed back up to Kentucky, bro. Mm-hmm. My man was driving with some sunglasses on. Now, you know, sunglasses, it's different levels of sunglasses. They got nighttime sunglasses, like stylish nighttime sunglasses.
I got my shades.
I got some myself. Man, Buddy was riding, bro. I'm talking about he had on these dog sunglasses, like the cheap one where you know it's dark in here. You can look up at the sun, it don't hurt.
Right.
He driving, I'm talking about 10 o'clock at night with these suckers on.
Oh, that's the weird part. Okay, I was like, geez, sunglasses,
bro. And here's the thing.
At nighttime.
If you a truck driver, you know this. Your 8-hour clock, you get your first 8 hours before you know you gotta take a 30-minute break. Mm-hmm. My man drove past his 8 hours.
He didn't care nothing about that.
Didn't care nothing about it.
He couldn't see it. Couldn't see it. He couldn't see it. He was glad that he was in his zone.
Hey, man. So I said, I said, bro, you do know you got to take your break. Huh? My break? Yeah, man. Look at your clock.
How much you went over by?
By an hour?
You went an hour over.
Yeah, bro, because at the time I was in the back sleep. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This before the program was changed to what it is now. You know, back then, they can drive and you can sleep, but now everybody got to be up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to eyes on it.
Man, some said get up. As soon as I got up, I ain't seen nothing but the negative side. I said, oh, hell.
Man. So let me ask you, when they do that, do they charge you for that as a trainer? No? Okay.
They don't. I ain't gonna say they don't charge me for it, but they do ask me about it and like,
yeah,
you know,
like they explain it.
why didn't you, you know,
Tell
X, Y, and Z and all this other stuff. And it's like at this point, man, he know this already.
Damn, but let me ask you this too. Not to throw out the story, but to get a violation as a student driver, do that disqualify them from upgrading, or they just kind of charge it to the game?
So you don't even this the whole thing about training. You don't really have a job yet.
Right.
You know what I'm
earn
saying?
a job.
You
pretty
trying
much.
out for the job.
Yeah.
And if you can make tryouts, then you got the job.
That's why I asked about the violation.
But no, that don't disqualify you from getting the job. You know what I'm saying? They'll call you, coach you up and saying, hey, you know, what was going on? What happened? Why did you get this violation? Why didn't you stop and take a 30-minute break? You had X amount of time. You know, like, did you not see a truck stop? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much how that happens.
Okay.
So, man.
And, you know, as a student, man, honestly, man, this for the students out here, once you're applying for the job and you try it out, it's really hard not to get the job. You got to go extra out your way not to get the job. You know, that back end is very important. That's what most students, you would say, don't get upgraded from?
Now, back then, yeah.
Back
then, before they changed it, yeah.
Oh, they actually changed it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because you remember when we started, it was more so Wild Wild West. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much didn't have no structure, no blueprint.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Technically, so when I started, the trucking schools used to actually tell you how to pass the damn test back in.
But that's not the same as passing a test to get a job. They teaching you how to do a offset to get your CDL. You need to know how to do a 45 to put it in a dock. You know what I'm saying? So with Pam at the time when me and you started, if you don't have no structure, you don't have no blueprint. Now you have that. They bring you up to training and show you what the instructor is doing. Matter of fact, the instructor show you how to do it.
Okay.
So that what makes, you know, the success rate way more higher now. Back then, you just had to go for it.
Yeah, you had to go, man. When I did, man, we had it was called a trifecta at Prime, and you know, we had the straight line, we had the 45, and we had the alley, the weird ass alley dock, and that was it. And then there was no instructions. They gave us time. You got 10 minutes. Let's get it popping. Get it popping. But it was so funny one time, dog, out there. But it was this chick. She was trying to do like a little alley thingy. And dog, she was going in circles.
Hey, y'all ain't trying to help the girl out, man.
We couldn't. It was the test. We couldn't, dog. But I wanted to tell her so bad, dog. But she was literally going in circles. The test, the administrator, he wound up stopping. He was like, "Yo, you're not ready yet." But they didn't fire her or put her out. They gave her more training. But obviously, she wasn't able to go out on the road. But I knocked that out, man. My trainer, and I'm gonna ask you about your trainer too when you first started. But look, before we get into that, are we still going? Or did it stop?
No, we still recording.
It's still going.
Yeah,
still hot.
This is something different. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we still hot.
Okay. So when I went out with my trainer for the first time as a rookie, my trainer threw me in that water. It was almost like he didn't care. He was like, "You ever drove a truck before?" I was like on a simulation. Yeah, I learned on the computer.
Really?
Yeah, I learned how to shift gears and all that. I learned
on the computer.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And I got with my trainer Dennis, man. He said, "All right, let's do a lap around here and see what you got." And I was able to do the lap. He was like, "Good. Let's go." Let's go where?
On the road, baby.
What you talking about? Boy, put me straight on the interstate. Let's go. And I learned, man, what they call it, learn from fire. I learned from fire. And, you know, thank God I was flatbed, so I ain't had to really do the bagging thing as much. But, whew, when you got to learn from fire, it's a whole different beast.
Yeah.
Whole different beast. But tell me about when you had to train and with your guys, a rookie, when you first came out.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. In my class, I would probably say, man, I went in the top far as being able to back up, but I was in the top being able to drive and shift gears. You know what I'm saying?
So you learned with the stick too, then?
Yeah, I ain't got no restriction. I learned on a 9-speed, where it was considered an 8-speed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I think we come out of that last generation with the stick shift.
Yeah, I mean, it was going away in 2015. That's when 16 is when you start seeing more of the automatics.
Yeah, 16.
They were starting to come on the scene. But yeah, I drove stick shift up until I came to Pam.
Oh yeah, but, damn. Okay.
With my student, man, I mean, with my trainer, bro, I ain't gonna lie. And shout out to him, man. I call him Coast to Coast. Man, me and him, man, we got along like brothers, man. Like, when I found out who he was, so at Pam Transport at the time, so we did our training, like literally we had a track that we would go around. So you literally had to be in the truck, learn how to shift, you know what I'm saying? Learn how to wide turn. They had their own track.
Had a track?
Yeah, we had a track.
We had a big ass parking lot.
No, we had it was a parking lot, but it was set up like a track. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
And so once you got your permit, you was able to go on the road then. Really get some training going on.
Yeah.
So man, I thought, you know, and on top of that, y'all, I failed my CDL test the first time.
Me too.
We'll talk about that though.
Me too.
But so as I'm sitting in this room waiting, you know, in every driver's mind, right? Every driver's mind, and then y'all can put it on the comment section how y'all feel. Every driver's mind, you do not want no crazy, you know, drive, like no trainer, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was always nervous and thinking that I was gonna get like this real fat white dude, man, that didn't like to shower. You know what I'm saying?
I got a partner that had that.
Hey man, but here's the thing though, because you know, like you hear all these horror stories, bro, and all of them ain't a lie. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't lying.
I was just like, man, I didn't want to get no perverted, you know what I'm saying, big fat white dude, or I didn't want to get no real tall, like roughneck white dude that, you know what I'm saying, as if we in the Western days and all that kind of stuff. Because, you know, at that time, I'm fresh from Alabama in Texas, and I'm still trying to develop the new me. So the old me was always present, you know what I'm saying? Because it was just certain stuff I wasn't gonna take. So, man, as I'm looking, bro, I see a couple of them. I see one big dude. He come in there. I'm like, Lord, please don't let this be mine.
Man.
I seen this one tall white dude, cowboy hat, had a straw. I mean, like some shit out the Westerns, man. Had a straw hanging out his mouth, man. Man, that man pant leg was so tight you count his blood cells, man. When he walk, all you hear them boots saying,
yeah, like on the movies.
I said, please don't let this one be mine either, because I don't know what type of time he on. You know what I'm saying?
Though.
Yeah.
Talking about.
And then I seen a younger black dude. He looked all ran down, shoes all ragged. I said, Lord, he don't look like he clean. Please don't let this one be mine either. And so, man, and my trainer walked through the door, bro, because, you know, you don't know who your trainer going to be. So he walked through the door, had on some Crocs, regular short, collar shirt, man. He wasn't, you know, he wasn't heavy set like that. He was a nice eyed dude. And he said, Gerald. And I looked, he was like, what's up, man? I'm your trainer. I said, all right, cool. He said, man, come on, I'm help you get your stuff. So at that point, you know, some people, you can just feel their aura, their energy. I was like, I felt good about them. You know what I'm saying? I felt good about them.
You know up the muscle.
Yeah, I felt real good about it, man. And so I got in the truck, got everything, man. We got everything loaded up. And we just began to talk. And I think he started out driving. So he started out driving and got us to where we was going. I said, so where we headed? He was like, and you know, you knew, man, you like a kid in the candy store. You know, when you becoming a truck driver, you see all this stuff on TV.
You bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.
Yeah, man.
Pretty much everything is brand new and beautiful.
Yeah, bro. So you hear about all the states and stuff, and you just want to try to touch all the states you can touch because you want to say
facts.
And what thrilled me was when my mom would call and say, all right, Mookie, where you at? I'm like, oh, I'm going across Wyoming. Wyoming? Right. Yeah. I said, you know, because you know out west, we watch, you know, my mom didn't love them old westerns, man. So I call her and tell her it looked just like the western, mom. You know, I'm just waiting on the Cowboys and the Indians to show up.
Right, it's a beast.
But man, my trainer, man, his name was Charles. Man, real cool brother, man. He was a white dude, man, solid dude, bro. He was so cool, you would almost mistake him to be black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one of them. That's kind of how my trainer was, Dennis. He was solid.
He was cool dude, man, and can back up. Lord, man, that dude can back up cold, bro.
Man, this is where I get the term Cadillacing from.
Yeah.
All Dennis used to always tell me, man, you just Cadillac it in there. Look, Cadillac it in there. I don't even know what it means, but that's what he's always say. Cadillac that thing in there, nice and smooth. Don't hit shit.
To my trainer, man, like he really set the bar for me to be a backer up. I said I got to get cold at backing up. Driving forward, easy piece. Backing up is what I didn't know how to do that good. I didn't know how to do it at all, to be for real. But yeah, I wasn't good at it, bro. So maybe because it wasn't explained to me. You know what I'm saying? Good enough where I understood it. Yeah. But I made up in my mind, I said, man, I want to be one of the coldest backer up dudes, man, out here. And I can truly say I'm probably one of the coldest right now. Yeah. But, man, my trainer was good, bro. He was cool. He was down to earth. You know, he was laid back, man. We had real long conversation, good discussion, man. Trained me well, man. So we didn't have when I say we didn't have not one issue, we didn't have one issue. Now, it was only one thing that he really pissed me off about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we done made it from Ohio. We in Alabama. And it's 4th of July. And my mom was like, and I called my mom like, where you at? I said, I'm in Tuscaloosa. She said, well, you need to come on home. We got the food, we got the chicken, we got the grills.
You right here.
Bruh.
You right there.
45 minutes from my mama's house. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at him like, yo, man, I want to go see my mama now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I can tell he wasn't trying to do that. He was more so like, you know, we're going back to Texas in the morning. You need to, you know, study the atlas. I was like, man, what's this atlas? I'm trying to get to this barbecue. You know, so my sister came and saw me. A couple other partners came and saw me, man. They was like, yo, you ain't trying to go home? I'm like, man, I would. I don't want to book the system because I'm at this point, like I'm literally done with training. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I don't want to book the system because guess where the next stop was going to be at?
Was
San Antonio.
Oh, back to the cribbo.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, I'm in Ohio. I don't want to see my people in Ohio. Right. We came to Alabama, seeing my people in Alabama, and he know I'm from San Antonio. Right. So of course I want to go and see my people in San Antonio.
To hit to the spot.
Bro, he had his own agenda. Like, nah, he said, man. And then he had to tell you, like, and when we get to San Antonio, man, you might want to try to get you some ribs. Man, I don't give a damn about no ribs.
Right, I'm trying to see my people.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, you know.
But you be on that road, just when you were the trainer, man, you can't even go home like that. So whenever you can get there.
Yeah, man. I was telling my mom, I'm like, I said, Mom, I would do it, but you know, I don't know what he would do. I don't know if he'll leave me here, take off without me, and then, you know, they'll tell us, you know. So I'm like, I just gotta play it safe. So we got up that next morning, it was probably about 6 o'clock and headed on into Dallas. And the reason why we went to Dallas, because I had a situation at hand, and I was like, look, man, I need to get back. Like, and a part of me felt like we was dragging the training out too. So I'm like, man, I got to get back because I got some personal stuff that I need to do.
Got some training.
So I ended up having 2 trainers. So I had him that did the biggest of it. Then they back in the day, we used to have a finishing trainer.
Oh, the finishing. Oh,
yeah. So and my second trainer was another cool. He was a black dude, cool. He taught me how to drive a 13-speed.
Oh, he brought you up to speed pretty much.
Yeah, he taught me how to drive a 13
speeds was they kind of dated. Okay.
All right, guys, we had to take a little break for a second here.
Old man Trav, doing old man Trav stuff.
My boy drinking all that water, man. You know how that is. When you get up in age, man, you know, you can't hold it like you used to hold it. You know what I'm saying? You got to go head on and let it all out.
That's
you know
a
what
fact.
I'm saying? But guys, listen, we finna get ready to get out of here. A few more things we want to touch bases on before we get out of here because, you know, we call ourselves the number 10. Of course, y'all know why we call ourselves number 10. If you look, he's a skyscraper and I'm just, never mind what I am. Just know we number 10. Never mind what I am. But another thing I want to talk about real quick, man, you know, since we kind of talking about the trucking industry or whatever, man, how do you feel about fitness? Like, you know, being fit to drive truck. Like, how do you feel about, let me put it more like this, the importance of being able to have good health driving 18 wheels?
Man, I think I think that's extremely important. And what's crazy is, man, I really just started tapping into it heavy last year
Mm-hmm.
because, man, as we can see, bro, there's a lot of truckers out here just literally dropping dead. And you know, you be at the truck stop, you see a lot of obese truckers just walking around and moving, and it ain't the company's job to look out for our health. It's our job as drivers to do that.
Right.
So I believe at this point in time, man, you have to pay attention to your health. It's extremely important because first off, your health, you need that. That's how you feed your family. You can't let your body deteriorate on this damn road because it will. All the truck stops have to offer us is fast food, a lot of bullshit food, excuse my French. So you literally have to take care of yourself on this road. And I'm on it. I just started. So I know I'm preaching to the choir to a lot of truckers. They probably like, yeah. I'm starting it. And if I can save 10 truckers, man, I done did my job.
At least by putting the information out there.
I hope this message hit.
Yeah. I agree with you on that, man. I remember, and you can remember too, a few years ago, man, where I was at 347 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I show you a picture now, compared to now, totally different. 3-4 years ago, man. I mean, I got super heavy, and I knew something was wrong because my blood pressure had got high. I've never had high blood pressure, but because I was overweight and I wasn't taking care of myself, I was just pretty much eating anything that was put in front of me. You know, it really affected me in a major way, man, to the point where I didn't have no other choice. I had to go to my doctor and say, man, I need some help. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, I ain't gonna make it like this. You know, blood pressure high, waking up in the middle of the night, nose bleeding. You can just be sitting here chilling, all of a sudden your nose start bleeding, headache.
Right.
It was crazy, man. Like I was, you know, it was a time where, man, I was almost eating a rack of ribs every weekend because I was trying to master the cooking and smoking and all that other stuff with the ribs.
I remember we went through that phase.
Yeah, man. I messed around here and mastered how to, you know, smoke them ribs on that smoker I got out there. But that was bad, man, because I mean, like literally, I was really big compared to my size now, and I'm still trimming down now. But I got my blood pressure under control. You know, waking up and your nose bleeding everywhere you go, and you know, you trying to figure out what the world is going on.
And you know what's crazy? Like, even being your friend and seeing you every day. The thing is, when you see somebody every day, I didn't even know he was getting as big as he got. To me, he always looked like Gerald Bishop. You dig?
Man,
but when you see, I saw when he lost it all, looked like a whole new person then. But as he was growing it, you looking normal. You look like
I mean, you see the person every day. It's like,
so even friends, when you're looking at your friends, man, and you care about their health, man, really take a good look at them, man. Don't let it just happen right before your eyes, because it can.
No, that's the fact.
It definitely can, man.
Nah, and we got kids. You know what I'm saying? We got small babies. So, you know, we got to make sure we here to make sure that we raise them. We don't want nobody else raising our kids. We want to raise our own kids.
Absolutely.
So, you know, taking that in consideration, you know, if you're a truck driver out there, man, I know it's hard with you over the road, but if you can find a way, man, to try to, you know, probably cook on your truck, because that's what I did when I was Pam Transport. I had a hot plate, I had a hot skillet, and I had a crock pot. You know what I'm saying? So, granted, sometimes I was in there frying chicken. I probably should have been frying chicken. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, boy, they say that air fryer was the worst thing to happen to me.
Hey, man. It wasn't no air fryer at the time.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't no air fryer. We talking 2015, 2016.
Oh, yeah,
wasn't no air fryer. You know? So.
I get busy in my truck.
Yeah, man. So
I call myself Tard and Jamsey. I'm the black version of Gordon Ramsay. I call myself Tard and Jamsey.
Oh, yeah. Lord Jesus.
But nah, man, you know, we do have to take our health extremely serious as truck drivers. You know, matter of fact, that should really be number one priority. It should be, and go home the same way you left.
Yeah, that's the goal right there. Go back home the same way you left. So,
yeah.
Nah, that makes sense, man. But anyway, y'all, man, the dynamic duo, the number 10, Dog the Writer, and the Bishop, we have to go. We got to go meet up with a couple more of our friends, accountability partners just as well, talk some business stuff. Listen, man, like, comment, subscribe on the video. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me about some of y'all crazy stories about laws and ducking DOT. You know what I'm saying? And some of your crazy training stories just as well. You know what I'm saying? We will. Don't get it twisted, y'all. This ain't the first. This ain't the last time. Y'all gonna see us run a couple more episodes with each other
For sure.
talking about a few more other things. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. We didn't even scratch the surface.
Yeah. I was about to get on him real bad about that doggone Ohio State, but Alabama sitting at home. We sitting on the same couch. Come on now. We got beat by the same team.
Both of my teams, we all watching games on the silver, but it's all right.
Ohio State got beat by Indiana. Alabama got beat by Indiana. We sit on the same sofa, man.
They did beat y'all.
Yeah.
No, we lost to Miami, but that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. I like Ohio State, but my Saints, we had a decent back end of the season, but that's neither here nor there.
Don't worry about it, but we the #1 seed right now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Broncos, man. You know how we doing, how we coming, man.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Always a hate in the building, man. We gonna catch y'all. We out.
Peace.